Hello, and thank you for joining me. This week's book, I feel a bit silly. Let me give you a little backstory on it. Earlier in the year, I read another one of Al Murray's books, Watching War Movies with My Dad, and there'll be a review of that. I may not have it in hand because I can't find it. Oh, so embarrassing. But I did read it. It's recommended. And this book has a very similar cover design. So I had grabbed it for our trip to Maine, anticipating that I would shoot the video on a bridge in Maine, because I wanted originally to shoot the video on a Bascule Bridge in Mystic. And when I went up to Mystic, where is that book? Where is that book? I couldn't find it. So I skipped ahead. All right, Maine, I'll do it. And I grabbed this book without really paying attention. And so we still haven't shot, let alone edited and posted, the video of Watching War Movies with My Dad. But while up in Maine, I did read this book. And the question it asks, I would say, is what did you do during COVID? Because what Al Murray did, comedian and military historian, was write this book. Whereas what I did was not much. I did, very blessed our family was, in that while some people did subsequently get COVID, no one got wrecked by COVID in our family. Everyone was able to weather the storm economically. And I was able to isolate here quite well. And indeed, our video and our story, but not about books, I didn't even have to buy any toilet paper in 2020. Don't worry, had plenty, not didn't use, had plenty, didn't need to buy. So that's a relief, but he made much better use of his time. So Al Murray is a comedian who does a kind of historically minded caricature called the Pub Landlord. This is a hint to have a little more of this. That is a nice cup. And thank you, Anna, for the mug. So he's doing a history of the last 100 years, but it's kind of comical. He's not being too serious-minded. He's kind of ribbing us Americans and some other people, and being chauvinistic, but with a wink, not a poke in the face. So it's a lot of fun to read, and I would say it's similar in many respects to the Horrible Histories and building model kits, right? If you build model kits of like military subjects, you will not become a military historian, but you'll learn some bits and pieces about history. And as a consequence, it kind of gives you a desire, in many cases, to learn, and a jumping off point. And I don't think the Horrible Histories really teach you history as such, but it can give you an idea of like, you know what? There's a bunch of really cool stories here to learn about. Maybe you really want to learn more about history. And this book could also do that for you. And it's a lot of fun to read. And it's an example of the next time we have a pandemic, and I say the next time because I put it to you, the conditions that created the last one, food scarcity in Africa and China, where in Africa you farm right up to the edge of the forest, and in China you continue to eat things that are a bit sus, and Chinese health and safety, I've seen it for myself, right? We've moved from keeping the WHO at arm's distance to we're out. The Chinese Communist Party and President Winnie the Pooh are only more of what they were before. So all the conditions that got us COVID are still in play, and it's just, you're gonna roll the dice, and one day you'll come up boxcars. Yuck. So I hope, God forbid if we have to isolate again, that I will use my time more wisely. And I hope that you'll enjoy this book as I did. Thank you very much for joining us. Take care.